rewarded because it wasn't straight. So now I'm going to also do the next thing, which is called a draw. Anytime you back up, which a lot of people do with their horses and don't realize why their horse followed them, if you back up, horses follow you. It's natural. I can tell him that's far enough. I can tell him to back up again. He needs to understand how to back away from me, how to come to me, and when it is enough. He asked a question. I'm going to go ahead and reward him anyway, though he turned his head. So, if I ask you to step out of the way of that particular space, I'm going to go ahead and see if we can't have a conversation. I'm going to tell him to follow his nose. I'm going to tell him to put his tail away. I'm going to tell him to back up. I'm going to tell him to go that way. I'm going to tell him to come to me. Tell him that's far enough. And tell him to follow his nose that way. You're okay. Wait, wait, wait. Yep. Follow your nose. Invite him back to me. Tell him that's far enough. Tell him to follow his nose. Good boy. I'd love to see him lick and chew. There we go. So I'm going to give him back to you to play on that cone. I'm just going to get the elements of it all for everybody, and then we'll work with each person to help. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you go back over to the cone, and then when I come back with you, I'm going to have you show me what you've gotten started, and then I might have Jasmine hold him for me so I can help you see where maybe the language isn't clear enough to him. Yep? Okay. Who's next? Okay. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's right, he got hurt at the hunt, right? Okay. So, we've done the backup with him before. How does he do it for you? Okay, so what your body language needs to say is, I will burn a hole in your chest with my eyes, which are torches. You want him to believe that he better get out of that heat. So it has to be a much less, there, okay, stop. Okay, so we're going to give him the best deal. So the best deal is going to be just suggesting he move. If he doesn't respond to that, then we're going to give him a little bit more energy. If he doesn't respond to that, yep. But see how he's already thinking about it. See, the energy, the message is already right here in his chest. Watch his chest. Go ahead and ask him again, and watch how it gets there. See? Now, just keep doing. Don't quit him now. Don't quit him now. Don't worry about him not focusing on you. Yep. It's almost in his knee. It's almost in his knee. Now it's in his knee. Good. Okay, ask him again. First, gentle. It's just a suggestion at first. Yep. He's going to lean back. Yep. Good boy. Stop. Good. So we want to do one step at a time because we don't expect to learn our ABCs and then be able to read a book. So we want to make sure that we can do this one step at a time for him. So go ahead and do one more step. Yep. He's thinking about it. Go ahead. Yep. And quit. Good. Well, he's asking you a question, so go tell him he's done a good job. Good. Now see how his ears went sideways when you first approached him? Because he wasn't sure if he was in trouble or if he was going to be rewarded. Because it seems like a very dominant, aggressive behavior. Okay, so now I can just move the cone. See if you can ask him to go left or right. And this time, what I'm going to have you do is, because I'm sure he knows how to lunge, we're not going to do it like we're lunging. We're going to ask him only to step in the direction you want him to step. We're not going to ask him to leave. So do not give him any kind of go cue. Okay, perfect. I'm glad that happened, because what I want to show you is, remember how I said it seems logical to turn your hand to the direction we would like them to go? Step back for a second. Take the rope. Now, put your hand there, the way you did it just now. Nope, the way you did it just now. There you go. Where am I coming? Right? So we want him to believe 100% told, look back there. Okay? And once his nose goes that way, his neck can follow, Right there. And now ask him to follow. And leave him alone. Good job. What a smart boy. That was nice that he knew he didn't have to leave. Good. Okay, we're going to do the other direction. Same thing. Yep. And quit. Don't worry if he leaves. He should be allowed to believe he can leave. He didn't know what the command was. Good job. Okay. So, let's see. You're okay. You're okay. Let's see if you can ask him to back up. And don't worry about the cones yet. Ask him to back up. And if we can get a couple, so what you're going to do is you're going to back a step, back a step, back a step until you get past that cone. And if it seems like it's a lot for him, then we'll move the cone. I don't want to make this hard for him. Yep, back a step and pause. Back a step. And pause. Back a step. And pause. Back a step. It's okay, I'll move the cone if he needs us to. Okay. Good job, buddy. Okay. Ask him to, good boy. Ask him to back another step so he can straighten himself out. I love when horses do that. That's so much effort. When a horse is willing to stay with their legs crossed because they don't have any other instructions, that's awesome. Okay, now point back to the camera and ask him to go around that cone. This time, give him a go cue and allow him to drift that line away from you. Don't hold him tight. You're going to stay away from him. Good. It's a suggest there. Good boy. And then give him a go cue. Good. Now, it's okay. Don't pull him back. Good boy. Good boy. It's okay. So, that's perfect. No, it's perfect. It's perfect. Okay. So now, I want you back up. Allow that rope to drift through your hand. Don't bring him with you. Back up and see if he comes with you. Give him a very good, give him a very inviting look. This is a very friendly, like, come here, little puppy. So go ahead and back up. Good. And now stand up. Good. That's to tell him that's far enough. If he came closer to you than you'd like, which I would say he's like a half a step more than I would have wanted, I would have stood up and said that's enough and given him a little wiggle to say that's far enough. And stop. Good. Good boy. Okay. So, I'm going to have you attempt to do this, unless you want me to do it with him. You okay? You want to breathe? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stand right here. We're going to back him through the cones. We're going to send him left or right. We're going to tell him to come to us. We're going to say that's far enough. Okay, yeah?
Not sure.
That's okay. So let me just, since I wasn't the one talking to him, I just want to talk to him real quick. Okay, I need you to wake up a little bit. There you go. Yeah, you did a good job. Yeah. Okay. Can you go that way, please? Yep. Yep. Good job. Good job. You did right. You did right. Can you go that way? Yep. 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 Good job. You're okay. You're okay. Yeah. Come with me. That's far enough. Okay. Okay, so. Good. Good. So I'm going to tell his tail to go away. Tell him to come over here real quick. Tell his tail to go that way. Good. Good. Tell him to back up now. Making it fair for him, not making him start too far away. Because he's so close to this cone, and I think he's pretty smart, I'm going to tell him to go around that cone. Yep, you're right. Follow your knob. Don't change your mind. There you go. Invite him to me. Tell him that's far enough. If you listen to the far enough, you're okay. Follow your nose now. So, his far enough wasn't good. that's far enough. That's far enough. Good. Now listen. Nope. Yes. Okay. So that happens a lot, so we don't get discouraged by that. That was a matter of him. He looked for his nose, and then he changed his path. So it was my fault for not finishing directing his nose. So I'm going to have to give a better conversation with him about his nose. He needs his nose. That's far enough. He needs his nose to be facing back towards that gate and to stay facing that way. Good job. Far enough. Good job. Did you want to try it, or do you want to practice by yourself for a little while? Okay. So we'll be fair to him and send him through, have him turn his tail away, and then keep his front feet kind of by the cones so that way you can incorporate the back up. And then make sure that it's really important that we ask them to back up to where it's fair. So if we ask them to back up right here and then told him to go left or right, he's likely to step on the cone. So we have to be fair and have him back far enough away so he can clear the cone. Then he's going to go around the cone, and after his flank gets to the cone, you're going to invite him back to you. Then you're going to tell him that's far enough. When he's far enough away from you, you can still accurately give him new direction. So we're going to send him through. We just send him through, and then we'll turn him around, and then we'll start it with him backing one step once he's in there. Send him through, and then ask him to turn around. So send his tail away. Okay, so that's actually something that I didn't show you. Okay, so send his tail away is a hind yield, and it's done where it's like you've got water in your ear, and you kind of tip his nose slightly towards you. So you're going to tip his nose slightly towards you and ask him to yield his tail away. So change hands, and then step out over to about where I am in front of me. Look at his tail as if you got water in your ear. Bump his nose a little bit towards your belly button. Yep, and now, there. Good. Except for he came forward, that's okay, because you're kind of wanting to pull him around. Good. Yeah, that's not something that needs to make sense. No, you didn't need to. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to send him through there, and as he comes through here, you're going to bump his nose back towards you, and then look at his tail, and his tail should go away from you. Now bump his nose back towards you and look at his tail. There you go. Change hands. Nope. Keep your back to me. It's okay. Keep your back to me. Keep your back to me. Turn around. Change hands. Send him through again. Good. Ask him to come back around towards you. Good. Back up a little bit. Give him some space. You back up. Yep. And now tell him, by changing hands, tell his nose where you want his nose to go. Invite him a little bit closer to you, and now tell his nose to go through there. It's okay. It's okay. Good. So what we're going to do is we're going to go have you play with a cone about getting him to go out and around a cone, and using, what I want you to do is I want to take your power away in the sense that I want you to turn down your energy. Okay, because he's actually quite responsive. So if you just suggest, and like I've started telling people, it's like having a gun on your side. And you're just like, yes, I got it if I need it. So you want to just tell him, hold it out here with the rope that's hanging out of your hand, and suggest that you have something to support your request. But don't automatically be like, I said go, because that's kind of not fair. Okay. Okay. All right, Sonny. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. So, let's see what your backup looks like with him. I'm going to bring him over here a little bit so we're kind of out of everybody's way. Okay. So go ahead and ask him to back up for you. Good. Now stop. Stop. Good. Ask him to back up one more. So we're gonna. So two things just happened there. Oop, oop, oop. Yep, that's one. And the other is you're very loud at first. Remember we had this conversation. We're going to be quieter first. So, nope, that's even still too loud. Yeah, there you go. That's your suggestion. Now turn the volume up on the rope. Turn the volume up, and if that doesn't work, then see now it's already, see how his chest just flexed? That's his way of saying I've got the message to at least there. Go ahead and yep. See how his chest is flexing? Yep. So now, good. Stop. So now, one of the problems that tends to happen is you stop to adjust yourself. Anytime you stop after you've told the horse to do something, even if it's to do something like that, you've told them he did the right thing by releasing. So when you stop, what you just taught him is not responding with the answer. So we want to make sure that when we tell him to back up, we're going to keep telling him until we get the backup step that we're looking for. Yep, nice and gentle first. Yep, now, yep, and stop. Good. See how easy that was? Go do it one more. Don't worry about him not paying attention. Yep. Keep going. Good, and stop. Good. So, another thing that happens is sometimes like our horses look away from us. If you're the lead horse, have you ever seen how herds work? If you're the lead horse, he's never going to have an eye off of you. He's going to stay focused on you, even if he's looking the other way. So we do not need to stop what we're doing to say, hey, look at me. Just keep doing what you told him to do, and if he's not paying attention, it's going to be to his default. Because if I was the lead horse and he was not paying attention to me, that might be when I'm going to get a good bite in. That might be when I'm going to get a good kick in. So I'll teach him from that point forth that he does not need to take his eyes off me. So go ahead and ask him to step back one step. Good, and quit. Good. Now, I'm going to have you go up and give him a little love, and then we're going to move on. Good. Okay. So now we're going to tell him to go left or right. So your energy was, before you truly told him what to do, you had a lot of energy already happening. Okay, so first we're going to tell him what to do, then we're going to show him our support, and then we're going to use our support. Okay, yep, and then stay steady. Don't do anything different. Good job, good boy. He did what you told him to do. What happened was when I told you we're going to tell him to go left or right, you got over on the other side of him. So we're going to do it from in front of him. Okay? So, yes. Now you got real loud already. So you want to make it more of a, you're going to just put it out to your hand at first, and then you're going to take the volume up. Yep, now you can, yep. Okay, he's just kind of trying to figure it all out. He's thinking about having, yep. Good boy, you're right. Go ahead. Good boy. Yes, that was right. So did you see how I knew he was thinking about it? His lean, even though he didn't give much effort, his lean got more and more in the direction. So that's when you want to just hold steady and not turn the volume up, because you got to let them think. And sometimes you turn the volume up. You ever driving down the road and you're trying to find a house number and you find that you turn your radio off? Okay, it's kind of the same thing. If we turn the volume up right when they're thinking, when they're concentrating, we ruin it for them. So go ahead and ask him to take a step towards me again. Up, stay standing straight in front of him. Yep. First show him your support and then offer your support. Yep. So tell me when you think he's thinking about it.